It's the summer of 2023. You spend your day playing online video games and watching streamers surrounded by leftover takeouts and empty soda cans, desperately yearning for some human interactions. In walks in your virtual savior, a 2D idol with an enchanting voice and an anime avatar. Desperate to know more, you start researching more info about her and end up on some dark corner of the interweb where people will do whatever it takes to be noticed by their favorite Oshi. Wait, I think I'm describing my life right now. Anyway, where was I? These VTubers or virtual YouTubers are taking the internet by storm. They've got it all: catchy songs, adorable avatars, and the ability to make you forget that you haven't left your house in days. They make you feel things you haven't felt in a long time. But there's a catch. They don't know you exist. And that's where things get tricky. You see, you've just entered a parasocial relationship. That's when you feel like you have a real bond with someone who doesn't even know your name. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. And yes, I know, talking is hard, especially for me. Now, what is a parasocial relationship? Think of it as a one-sided romance with your favorite VTuber, where one person develops a strong connection with a celebrity or public figure through media consumption, such as watching their live stream or following them on a social media, to the point where they start to feel a deep emotional attachment to them. Like you know them personally, like they're your friend, but you don't actually know much about them, aside from what they let you see. So you start filling out the blanks, imagining a life together, writing fanfics. I, for one, have never written a fanfic in my life. Especially not something that would have been rated anything higher than PG-13. While big communities foster one-way relationships from the sheer fact that the streamer cannot physically interact with everyone in the chat room, this isn't the case for smaller communities. In those communities, the creators and the fan interact each other on a daily basis. They might know each other's name. They know a little bit of what's going on in each other's life. Those communities are what, in fact, we call symbiotic, because they are mutually beneficial.
I don't think anybody's ever considered how it goes both ways. I started VTubing because I was fucking lonely for human contact and connection.
So why is everyone making a big deal out of parasocial relationships? After all, there's nothing to be ashamed of over having a harmless crush on your favorite Oshi or fueling some saucy daydreams from time to time. After all, you're among brethrens here.
別の女の子のは聞かないと。もちろん、OK。知ってるのですよ。大丈夫、大丈夫。それは大丈夫、知ってるよ。ですよ、可愛い赤ちゃん。ルシアちゃんがね、すごくね。
Well, it starts to become a problem when fans start feeling a sense of possessiveness and ownership over their favorite VTubers.
I will never marry you. Your favorite content creator will never marry you. They'll never date you. Don't fucking hold them to that type of level.
And I know a few of us have felt moments where we were lonely and depressed during our lives, but very few of us will ever have the level of courage these people did to realize their dreams by taking it one step further. In the case of Uruha Rushia, when it came to light that she had been chatting with a male acquaintance, her fan base went into a frenzy. Subscribers dropped and the comment section turned into a virtual war zone. Why? Because some fans believed her interactions threatened the perfect relationship they had concocted in their head. After a series of events, this led ultimately to the departure of Uruha Rushia from her famous agency, Hololive.
大嫌い。
A similar sentiment can be observed in the case of Vox Akuma, a VTuber from the Luxium Ninji Sanji group. While some might say that he encouraged that behavior, and you'd have very strong reasons to believe so.
Why don't you be a good little slut and go and sit down in that chair for me?
How much do you enjoy being called daddy? I'm here to inform you
That I really, really, really fucking love it when you call me that.
Oh shit, my bad, I was stun locked for a bit. Yeah, let's carry on. Vox Akuma is a VTuber who has been playing with fire, and now he's getting burned. He's been teasing his fans and giving them some attention, but some of his fans have gone completely off the rail and have become batshit crazy, or even in some case turned stalkers or straight up haters. But that's not all. Vox has also been facing some serious safety concerns due to his fan base. According to some reports, he has been doxxed by a stalker who posted his home address and photos on social media. He has also received some bad news from his family, which may be related to the doxing incident. These parasocial fans have also trauma dumped a lot of him during live streams in the hopes of getting some comfort or affection out of him.
My boyfriend broke up with me as he can't stand our long-distance relationship anymore, but I'm fine because my lord is with me now. May I have a big hug and a kiss to heal my broken heart? Of course, you know, you're feeling wounded and can have a little kiss and everything, but I am not a substitute for your own happiness, okay? You deserve more than this. You can do better than just falling in love with me.
Vox Akuma has tried to deal with these issues on stream, but some of his fans are not taking the hint or backing off.
You and I are not in a relationship, nor most likely will we ever be. I know this may be really upsetting to hear, but when it comes to the kinds of things that you have been doing, I can't hold this back any longer. I'm sorry.
Now I want you guys to watch this clip because when I saw it, my jaw literally dropped like a cartoon character because it's pretty intense.
You need to view me as an entertainer. If you, as a fan, have in my name, as a result of feeling an attachment to me, have engaged with a liver, or with any streamer, with any content creator, with one of my friends worst of all, or with another kindred, or with someone else's fans, and you have flamed, hurt, attacked them in any way as a means of trying to benefit the connection between us, I do not want your support. I do not want you on my stream. I do not want to see your face. I do not want to see your name. I do not want to receive a super chat from you. I don't want to receive anything from you. I think that you're a vile fuckhead and I do not want anything to do with you. Do you understand?
Okay, I mean, when it crosses the line between having harmless fun and demanding something from your favorite creator because it doesn't fit the narrative of the idealistic relationships you've built in your head, that's when it becomes a problem.
You should not form a parasocial connection to me when we do something and when we have fun together in a sort of a BFE type of way that you understand it's not fucking real. It's not fucking real. It's role play. We are having a bit of banter. You just enjoy hearing kissy noises in the mic and listening to someone with a nice voice, and that's valid. But it's taking that a step further and believing that you and I are in a relationship and then taking that as an excuse to attack people that is absolutely fucking disgusting. And if you engage in that behavior, get off of my stream right now and never come back.
This leads to moments like this one that are really hard to watch. Here, one of Vox Akuma fan tips him and asks for a kiss. He says at first that he doesn't feel like it. However, feeling bad about denying the request, he ends up doing it anyway.
No kisses today. I'm not in a good mood. Oh, I can't resist. There you go.
This highlights the pressure that VTubers can sometimes face from their fans' expectations and how it can impact their decision and personal boundaries on a daily basis.
You know, I was trying to put up a front, but once upon a time, I actually did do like kisses for every super chat because I just, you know, I wanted this job to flourish. I wanted you guys to like stay and I wanted you guys to like think I was a cute girl. And then once upon a time, I was like, I'm tired.
This was also the case when his ASMR dating stream was interrupted by his female friend, Reimu.
I'm gonna message Vox. Vox, can you guys tell him to like check Discord on his chat, please? Vox, do I need to do something in the last minigame to get the true ending? Is he doing like ASMR? Oh shit, he's like having a date. Imagine if Vox was like your boyfriend, guys, and he's like chilling with you, and then he gets a call by his fucking annoying neighbor. Can you help me with this game? I'm ruining a date. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hate. Give me a second, I'm gonna go talk to him. Vox? Vox? Vox?
What? Hang on. Excuse me. I'm just getting a call. Would you mind just giving me a moment? Yeah, hello?
Do I need to do something in the minigame?
No, now is not the time. All right, listen. When you get to the last night, I'm pretty sure you've done everything you need to do, okay?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
No,
I think that's it.
So I don't do anything in the minigame?
Yeah, no, when it says the end, that means you got it.
Okay, bye. Have fun in your date.
You can just look this up. Listen, I'm out at the moment. I'm
sorry! Tell your girlfriend that I like her. Bye.
Alright, fuck me then. Have fun with it. Alright, I'll see you around. Jesus. I'm sorry about that. Good lord. Yeah, no, it's a buddy of mine. I was helping them get through a video game and they always just keep coming back to me for advice when all the answers are there online.
I'm so sorry. I ruined somebody's date. I apologize. I apologize to Vox multiple girlfriends.
Vox faced significant backlash as he took a call during his simulated date with his viewers. This incident not only affected Vox, but also resulted in harassment toward his female friend. And some people even went as far as sending death threats, forcing Vox to set stronger boundaries in order to address the negative consequences of his fans' sense of entitlement.
In the last stream, I'm not sure why you took so much issue with Reimu showing up, because there were 16,000 other people there. What part of you thinks that we have a one-on-one connection? I couldn't believe that as many people were sending death threats to Reimu as there were. I'm now realizing how much worse this has become, and this is where it has to end.
As a result of all of this, he's been taking several hiatuses from his streams since then, due to mostly health and mental reasons. He has not revealed the details of his situation, so we can only assume what is affecting him, so take this with as much salt as you want to, but he has asked for privacy and respect from his fans and the public. Another very common problem in both the anime, K-pop, and VTubing industry is the shipping problem, which is also a problem that Vox Akuma has already addressed.
Shipping. Ordinarily 100% completely harmless behavior. In my community, apparently, this has become something immensely toxic. When you ship somebody, you do so with the understanding that the people you're shipping most likely are not together. There are some people who take that a step further. Shipping me with someone does not mean that that person and I are together. There are quite a lot of people who seem to be under the foul delusion that if I spend time with another person, that I am somehow cheating on them, and that even less so, that person that I am spending time with deserves any sort of hate. For that reason. Acting this way is despicable, it's wrong, and it's fucking delusional, and you need to seek mental help.
When fans ship two characters together and someone comes in and disturbs that idea or breaks that illusion, even momentarily, that can become quite bothersome for those fans. This is what happened in the case of Kronii when she collabed with a few male co-workers.
Don't ship people. It's weird, especially when we're co-workers. Do you ship your co-workers? Think about it.
Some of his fans, judgment aside, definitely think that they are in a relationship with him. You only need to glance at the comment section of his YouTube videos or his fan replies to realize that. My lord, from now on, I want people to call me Divine Empress, Milady, Queen of fucking everything. And nothing short of it. I think y'all get my point. When you closely follow your favorite Oshi's journey, watching them going live during the day and then ending your night interacting with their tweets, etc., it's easy to feel like you know them personally. This sense of familiarity can lead to a feeling of entitlement. Fans might believe that they've played a significant role in their favorite Oshi's success and as a result expect something in return. But VTubers are real people with their own lives and boundaries. Being a dedicated fan doesn't give anyone ownership rights over their decisions or actions. Part of our evolutionary instinct traits to get attached to people we see often. This behavior is actually ingrained in us through ancestral learning. In this digital era, we see some of these digital creators more often than we might see our friends or even family. This is amplified with social media. While parasocial relationship used to be reserved to seeing a celebrity perform live on a stage or a famous actor on a cinema screen, now we can easily follow someone's journey constantly through social media updates. And the brain doesn't differentiate between real-life interactions and digital ones.
We as Fauna and Saplings, we cannot be friends, and we shouldn't be friends. There's a lot of reasons. It is, I think, important for boundaries to be maintained. I am here to entertain you, and that is all. There's nothing particularly special or that amazing that makes a YouTuber different from anyone else. Just because they're a YouTuber doesn't mean that they'll be a good friend to you. The people that you know in your life, your friends, they can be better friends to you than any YouTuber can be.
Hey, while I researched for this video, I consumed so much VTuber content that I also started to feel parasocial for some of these VTubers as well. For example, I didn't know much about Vox prior to this, but now I find him really fascinating, and I can 100% see the attraction in him that so many of his fans see, and why he's so successful in this sphere. Let's talk about a specific incident involving Gura, a popular VTuber. When she returned to streaming after dealing with some health issues, she had to close her pre-chat because of an overwhelming number of people demanding answers about why she hadn't been streaming. Heck, the 4chan board is all messages demanding her to get back to making content. She could be on her deathbed and her fans would still demand for her to return to streaming. Being part of a fandom nowadays isn't easy work. It actually monopolizes a huge chunk of their time. Because these fans feel like they directly contributed to their favorite idols or streamers' success, they also feel like it's their responsibility to tell their idol when they either step out of line or when they feel like they made a decision that could hinder their career. The entitlement effect is really present in this email Veibae receives from a parasocial fan while she was dating Soda Popping.
Your streams the last few weeks have been god-awful. Every stream is invaded by the most attention-starved, gossip-hungry, shitty dregs of Soda's fan base.
2 hours later.
I couldn't give a shit about him. I also couldn't give a shit about who you're fucking. I don't really want to hear it, whether it's Soda or someone else. But the two of you advertise it so blatantly and constantly that I can't help but be reminded of it every time I tune in.
Again, I'm going to use another Vox example here because it's just the perfect example of that sense of entitlement.
It's gotten to the point where if I take even more than one day off, drama emerges, arguments happen, and anyone who streams that's even vaguely connected to me will be bombarded by chat messages of people who cannot bear to live more than a single day without me. That is not fucking okay.
It is often said that celebrities are part of public domain, but I believe celebs and VTubers are human beings who also face health challenges and deserve our empathy rather than demanding immediate gratification. And it's not only VTubers that can face mental and physical health challenges due to parasocial relationships. Viewers may neglect their health, their work, and their real relationships when they become too attached to a fictional character, not to mention the sense of obligation to financially support their idol, which can in turn become quite financially burdensome. So is there a positive side to parasocial relationships? I've seen a lot of debate spark over it, and I've seen a lot of people actually argue that there is. So let's explore this topic further. There is one positive aspect to all of this, and it's the community feeling. Being part of a community or a fandom fulfills one of our most innate desire to be part of a group. In a society where loneliness is at an all-time high, feeling like you belong somewhere is akin to finding a sense of purpose. But belonging is more than being part of a group. It's also critically tied to your social identity, a set of shared beliefs or ideals. When you are part of one's VTubers community, you are part of a complex web of interconnected relationships. You sport your Oshi's mark, a social identification. You probably share more or less the same values and ideas. In some cases, there is what we call participatory culture, which is when individuals are not only consumers but also participants in distributing and producing content of their idols. This is why I mentioned earlier that a lot of fandoms feel like they are part of their Oshi's success. An example of this is a fan who dubs his Oshi's content so it can be available for overseas fans. Anyone who has clipped their idol streams, and we all know how viral clips can make or break a VTuber career sometimes, and various things like that. In some cases, the level of organization of these fandoms is extremely impressive. Some K-pop fans will bury scandals on social media with positive keywords. In the case of BTS fans, for example, they've managed to hold the top 4 most popular hashtags on Twitter for over a year. They basically owned Twitter for that whole year. It also happened a few times where fandoms have crowdfunded their favorite VTubers a spotlight on Times Square. How insane is that? These achievements can provide a sense of pride and fulfillment akin to spiritual belonging. Unfortunately, the problem with this is that the people at the top are profiting from this. You see, VTubers Corporation have now not only become proficient at creating successful VTubers, but have now also become proficient at farming parasocial relationship for economic gains. And thus, they benefit from keeping people hooked to their cell phones and lonely.
マジでね、事務所のさ、あれが厳しいんだよね。本当は事務所に所属してると大変だよみんな。そうだからダメだよ、ほんまに。ブラックすぎるというか、束縛が激しい事務所に行ったら、なんか影でこう付き合って交際してましたみたいな感じでこう写真が流れたりするのを避けるために、もうなんか恋愛とか禁止で、だからもうね、縛られに縛られて自由がないんですよ。
That's mostly where I take my issue with it from. Now, I want to clarify a clip that I've seen misrepresented in a lot of videos talking about parasocial relationships. Here, Ironmouse states that she has a parasocial relationship with her fan. But in fact, she is confusing the meaning of that word.
I think I'm like really parasocial. I'm a parasocial streamer. If I could be online all the time, I would.
You're like parasocial with your chat?
Yeah, I am. I think I'm more parasocial than them. Chat is not your friend. Yes, they are. They're my friends. All of them.
I've been told by streamers that they were afraid to close their stream for fear of their viewers getting attached to another streamer and thus losing their viewer base. And so they would push themselves to stream longer hours. But that's not the definition of a parasocial relationship. That's just insecurity. And I'm not saying that to shade anybody. I'm not judging anybody. My understanding of this, and that's totally just my take this with as much salt as you want, she most likely feels she owes her viewers more because of her rapid success. And I absolutely adore Ironmouse. I mean, look at this. Bruh, if Ironmouse doesn't deserve the viewers, then who does? She's insanely talented. But fearing that you could lose your audience, that they might like another content creator better, is just a completely normal sentiment for a content creator. But it's not parasocial. Yes, creators can genuinely care for their fan. Yes, they rely on their fan base for their livelihood as well. They can even recognize some regular chatters from time to time. But their love is directed towards a general faceless audience. They don't have expectations of them. When a creator says, I'm being parasocial with my fans, that's, and Fortune's gonna hate me for this, just not possible. Because the very definition of a parasocial relationship is that it's a one-way street. They don't know who you are personally, but you do. If a creator is genuinely and actively thinking of a fan, and that fan is in turn being parasocial with them or thinking about them constantly, that's either a fan-creator relationship or just a normal social relationship. That is not parasocial. And I feel like I keep repeating myself because people keep trying to embellish it. Listen, the only thing we're embellishing is the creator's bank account. And that being said, subscribe to my channel and I will come give you kisses at night. Now, don't get me wrong, VTubers can be entertaining as heck, and some of them even have talent oozing out of every and each of their digital pores. But when you find yourself crying tears of joy because your favorite VTuber noticed your comment in the chat, when you start neglecting your friends and family for the sake of spending more time chronically online, or when you go as far as breaking your favorite Oshi's phone case because you saw a male typing in her chat, it might be time to go outside. And if you do, tell me, what's it like out there?
I want to ask, can you marry me?
No, because there are a lot of people who want to marry me for some reason, and they all gang up on you and they will hunt you down if we marry. And I don't want to endanger you, okay? It's for your own good.